If you clicked on this video, grab yourself a nice tea or beverage of your choice and get ready, because you're gonna need it. Has anybody ever told you that they're proud of you and the shit that you do? Has anybody ever appreciated it? Because I have a feeling you grew up being criticized heavily. Perfectionism stems from the fear of being judged and the fear of being disapproved of. Look, here's the thing. Chasing validation may feel good at times, but if anything, you're going to end up less satiated than you think you are. You are constantly chasing that dopamine hit you get from that little chance of you getting that validation, that when you do not receive that, or when you make a mistake, you pile down on yourself. If you are constantly chasing validation from external forces, you are choosing not to find that within yourself. You are a slave to a standard that is unattainable. You will never be perfect. Perfect is something that's imaginary. That's not real. You cannot make that a standard for yourself. There's two sides of perfectionists. There's that one perfectionist that's a complete burnout that will literally do anything to get to their goal, which is really admirable, but they will literally destroy themselves in the process, which is never okay to do to yourself, and you have to respect yourself enough to not let that happen. Care for yourself, take care of yourself, but we're getting to you. The second type are the ones that are too scared to even start on their goals because they are literally scared that they are not going to do it perfect. They are doubting themselves constantly, and they're so scared that it won't be perfect that they're thinking, why should I even do it at all if it's not going to be perfect? Why should I even try if it's not going to be perfect? These are also the type of people that will always try to find the right time to start when that right time doesn't really exist. So they never achieve their goals because they're constantly worried about them doing it perfect. If you want to do something, literally anything, do it tired, do it broke, do it unattractive, doesn't matter, just fucking do it. There's no right time to start. Do you think that, oh, there's a set time for you to start? No, you choose when you want to start. And if you want to start now, you start now. Not only are these people perfectionists, but it's mixed in with procrastination because they're constantly thinking, oh, I'm gonna do it tomorrow when I'm perfect. You're never going to be perfect, bro. You're never going to. And don't think I forgot about the first ones, the burnouts. The first type of people are literally destroying themselves. You are burning yourself out to the point where you are losing your motivation. You are losing your creativity. You are losing your spark and your ambition. You are losing everything just in order to strive for that perfection. You have to understand that perfect is so subjective and perfect is not real. No matter what anyone has to tell you, you set your own standard for perfect. Also, I notice perfectionists always be comparing themselves. Why are you comparing yourself to this person that, oh, this person looks so successful, this person is so pretty, da 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 da. Comparison is a thief of joy. The only person you should be comparing yourself to is the person you were yesterday. You should always be working to improve yourself, not improve yourselves by looking at other people and trying to fucking be like them. You haven't stepped a day into this person's shoes. You don't know how this person's life is like. So why are you saying that this person is perfect and I should be like them? I completely get it. There is so many points in my life where I was a complete perfectionist. Even starting this channel, I was like, oh, it's not gonna be perfect. I don't have the right equipment. Stop making excuses. Just fucking do it. And when you do it, do not put yourself at this unattainable standard like, oh, I'm gonna do this and it's gonna be perfect and da 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 da. Do not make a plan for yourself. Just fucking go. If you wanna set a certain standard for yourself, do that. But do not overextend yourself to fit that standard. If you go a little below that standard, that's fine. You have to accept that you won't be perfect. You have to accept that perfect is so subjective. It's okay to make mistakes. Everyone says this, but it's true. It's okay to fuck up at many points in your life. That's what the whole purpose of life is. You're supposed to mess up. If you don't mess up, you're not a human being, honestly. If you don't fuck up multiple times, I genuinely believe that you're not doing it right. Like, you have to make so many mistakes. You have to learn from those mistakes in order to move on. That's how you move on in life. That's how you make progress. If you're not making mistakes, if you're not making failures, you're not getting to where you need to be, truthfully. And if you think that you need to be perfect at every point, and when you make a mistake, you totally pile down on yourself, it's good to make mistakes. Honestly, to perfectionists, make more mistakes. I've noticed perfectionists always strive for perfection so much to the point where they will only do things that they know that they won't make a mistake in. Do things you know you will be bad at. Like, literally know, I'm gonna do so bad at this that I might make so many mistakes. Just do it anyway. Because it will literally train your brain to accept, okay, I make mistakes and I'm a human being, but that's okay. I'm gonna give you an example because I was a huge perfectionist myself. So basically, I went to this dance company thing and it was like an audition. I went there just to have fun because I'm a mediocre dancer at best. Like, I'm not too good, but I was like, I need to get out of my comfort zone. Why not just do it? I ended up going there and there's like really advanced dancers there. There are people that are really good that perfect their movements, right? I was looking at them dancing and I was like, oh crap, I have to go in front of all these judges and they're looking at these perfect dancers. What am I going to do? So I'm comparing myself to these dancers at this point. Like, I'm already looking at myself being like, look at me making so many mistakes. I suck. TikTok and look at these amazing ass dancers. While I was dancing, all that was going through my head was, I need to be perfect, I need to be perfect, this needs to be perfect, I need to wow them with this, I need to do this right. And while I was thinking about that, I stopped myself so quick and I started to realize I came here for fun. And now I'm comparing myself to these people saying that I need to be like them. No, I'm special in my own way and I make mistakes and that's okay. I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm here to get out of my comfort zone. Sure, I still had that in the back of my mind thinking I needed to do the moves perfect, but I also started to realize that when I made a mistake, I would literally just be like, I made a mistake. That does not matter. And I stopped feeling embarrassed about it. So when I started to make mistakes, instead of looking at it like, oh my god, I made a mistake, I'm not perfect, I looked at it and I was like, fuck it, I made a mistake. Okay, so what, I'm human, moving on. And I wasn't embarrassed about it. It's only embarrassing to make mistakes if you make it embarrassing. If you literally just move on and act like nothing happened, nobody will be embarrassed for you. I focused on having fun and that's literally what happened. I ended up having fun. And guess what? I went home. 2 days later, I get a call back and they're like, wait, we want to see you again. Come back. We liked your personality. I'm like, what? Okay, I did the callback audition and I didn't get in. Okay, I didn't get in, whatever. But the fact I even got called back shows that I had potential in that area. So am I gonna try again? Yes, I'm gonna try again. Because that's the whole purpose of life. You have to get rejected sometimes. You have to not make it sometimes. But that's what helps you grow. Just because I didn't get in didn't mean that I was hating myself for not being perfect. I was accepting that I made mistakes in that. And I was like, fuck it, we'll just do it again. Even when I make videos, you would be shocked to see how many retakes I do. Because I literally want the videos to be flawless and perfect, which doesn't exist. And I realized that it's not authentic, so I stopped doing that. But then at a certain point, I realized, why am I retaking this? This was actually a really decent take. I take a million takes, and guess what? You will never find the perfect take. I never find the perfect take. Every time I'm retaking this, retaking that, and I have to end up using a take that I didn't deem as that perfect. But then when people watch my videos, they're like, I loved your video. What are you talking about? And it's because perfectionists criticize themselves so much to the point where they can't even accept a compliment from somebody else sometimes. Truthfully, if you're a perfectionist, the first thing you need to target is your area of self-criticism. Focus on the bigger picture and not only the details, and realize that nothing will ever be perfect. It doesn't matter how bad you want it to be perfect. It's an unrealistic standard that you've set for yourself. An unrealistic standard that's full of self-criticism, self-doubt, and your fear of judgment. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it resonated with you. If it didn't, that's okay. Please, if you haven't already, like, comment, and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. While you're at it, here are my socials. And I made a TikTok, so go follow that. I would love to have you guys on there and have you support me on TikTok. And before I go, I just want to say that I'm proud of you, you're valued, and you're amazing just the way you are. Thank you so much for watching.